music.
What's good? Just coming at y'all with another video. Not in the lab today, so just summarizing this game or giving my thoughts about this game that happened yesterday. Kind of on the go here. The Raiders lost 24-22 to the Tennessee Titans, and you know, in this game we can't blame Carr. We can blame Josh McDaniels. We can blame Darren Waller. And also, we need to blame the defense as well. It's time that Patrick Graham and the defense get some of the blame. Now, granted, they made some stops, but in the first half, they made Tannehill look like he was Joe Montana or somebody else. And then let's talk about McDaniels. Opportunity after opportunity, not just today, but the past two games as well, in the red zone and unable to even come away with 3 points, which, if you look at two drives that was in the red zone, particularly the one that stands out to me is the one where we got an interception and ended up pretty much in field goal range. And then McDaniels proceeds to call 3 straight passing plays, which also there were some penalties that happened that got us out of field goal range. And those are just backbreakers. And I posted on my Twitter account that I hope that these field goals do not come back to haunt us, and sure enough they did. And on a broadcast, you can literally hear Jonathan Vilma saying on some of those plays in the red zone that he was looking for McDaniels possibly to run a draw or just some running plays to throw the Titans defense for a loop on one of those drives and confuse them, but McDaniels did neither, which leads me to believe that, you know, they talk about this Patriot way. I'm not sure McDaniels had anything to do with that. I'm not sure that even Belichick had anything to do with that, because the only one that seems to have had success since he's left the Patriot way is going to be Tom Brady. So it's not something that we're going to be able to turn around overnight. One game at a time. Got Denver next week, and based off of the early picks, a lot of people are picking the Raiders, as they have the last couple of weeks, to win this game. So we'll have to see that. But what we need to see going forward is a complete game from this team. We don't need to see one quarter of good football here and then a bad quarter there, and then, you know, they turn it on and off whenever they want to. Nah, we need to see a complete game. Now, it's a lucky thing also that the Chiefs lost and the Chargers lost, but the Broncos also won. So that's who we're going to see next week, and we got a chance to right the ship. So, you know, I hope these players really have a great week of practice, and that translates over to the game next Sunday, because we're kind of hanging on by a thread. And I don't want to give up all hope, because I did that actually last year when before they won 4 games in a row down the stretch to make the playoffs. And I know it's a completely different circumstance, but we got to get all our playmakers involved. We got to get more from Jacobs. We got to get more from Devontae Adams, and then Darren Waller. My God, Darren Waller. Let's talk about him. Yesterday, Waller with the little trying to be cute one-handed catch that he missed, and then also he had another catch that he got drilled in the end zone, but he still should have caught that pass somehow. But that's another opportunity that was missed upon yesterday. So, Raider Nation, I didn't want to make this a long, elaborate video, but this is a call to action for the team. We need these guys to step up and show up next Sunday, because this is it. Yeah, they added that extra week for games, and the extra team could get into the playoffs now, but I'm done with all these what-if scenarios. We can control the things that we can control by winning games without later on in the year having to worry about other teams losing games or needing help from other teams to try and get into the playoffs. So that's all I got. As I said, I don't want to make this a long video. I did want to just come through and give some thoughts on the game yesterday. And before I go, actually, the last thing I wanted to say was, for those of y'all blaming this game on Derek Carr, now I was fair. In the first week, that was all on Derek Carr. But the last 2 weeks, I can't say that Carr decided these games. He played exceptionally well this week and last week. McDaniels, you took a 10-7 team, and now they are underachieving. This is a team that had their backs against the wall late last season and found something inside to go ahead and make a push to make the postseason. So something's going on there. Now, McDaniels wasn't my first choice, and I don't think he's gonna make it if things continue to go in a downward spiral. You seen Mark Davis and him have that meeting yesterday, and things weren't good. So that's all I got for y'all, Raider Nation. Stay safe, and I'm out.